Hello, my name is Jose, and today's presentation we're going to talk about cyber attacks in Australia, mainly in Australian companies, but in the end we'll have an overview of a foreign company. So we'll talk here about four big companies that have suffered recently cyber attacks and what happened with each one of them. First of all, let's give an introduction in the increase in cyber attacks in Australia. Currently, we have one cyber attack every 6 minutes in Australia. So this number has been rising in the last few years due a lot of new technologies, AI, and a lot of connections we have each day more with our devices. So we're each more dependent of these devices, and hackers are aware of that. And so the number of attacks has risen considerably. The main malwares used by the hackers to access the data listed here. So we have Redline, Raccoon, AZO, Root, Vida, that usually infiltrate in your device once you install software that's not the original software. So when you install a pirate software on your device, or even if you click on a link that is affected by the malware, so the hacker can access your private information and your whole device after the malware is installed. The average loss for a small business in Australia is around $4,000, and for a medium business, the average loss will be up to $88,000. So each time more, the government and the companies are taking action to prevent these attacks and avoid to have these losses. And here we're talking about small and medium business. With big business, like the ones we're going to talk here furthermore, we have even bigger losses. So that's why it's so important to have contingency plans to avoid this kind of attacks. So the first company we're going to talk about is St. Vincent Health Australia, that was founded by the Sisters of Charity in 1857. Nowadays is the largest not-for-profit provider of health and aged care in Australia, and employs nearby 30,000 people across the country. They have 3 public hospitals, 10 private hospitals, 23 aged care facilities, and research institutions, research co-located instances, and count with more than 22,000 healthcare professionals. Here we're going to talk about the incident itself that was first detected in 19 December 23, and the experts in cybersecurity were immediate contacted to help the investigations and contingency plans. So after the St. Vincent's identified the attack, they notified private agencies to help in the investigations, and the states and federal governments. And here we have the quote of Hamish Hansford, the National Cybersecurity Coordinator that helped in the investigations, showing his support and the importance that government were given to the investigation of the attack. So the forensic investigations ended in 24 of January 2024, where the external experts of Cyber CX, a private company concluded there was no evidence that personal information such as driver's license, passports, medical cards, or banking information was stolen by the criminals. They kept monitoring if they were being posted any data or any information about the data stole on the dark web, but they didn't found any negotiation or anything that led to the data itself or even the criminals. The information that they identified as stolen was approximately 4 gigabytes worth of system configuration and data credentials. So fortunately, there was no financial loss in this attack, but it's important to keep improving the security of the systems and private devices. So, considering that once the investigation also concluded that the hackers was able to access the data through private devices, so external devices that the staff of St. Vincent's use that has less levels of security, and with this through these devices they were able to access the private information of the company. So the preventive measures taken by St. Vincent's include implement enhanced monitoring of St. Vincent's network and systems. They deployed investigatory tools and review systems logs and telemetry that are tools used to try to identify where the data stolen were led to. And they also had implemented new routines of password change and also new routines of compliance in order to train the professionals and avoid further risks of attacks. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Srin. I will be talking about Canva Data Breach today. Canva is an online graphic design platform founded in 2013 by three Australian entrepreneurs, Melanie Perkins, Cliff Obrecht, and Cameron Adams. Canva has experienced remarkable growth and success. Now, thanks to its wide range of templates and user-friendly interface, it has over 170 million users worldwide and is generating an annual revenue of $2 billion US. Canva is also recognized as one of the biggest unicorn startups in Australia. However, on May 24, 2019, Canva faced a significant setback when it detected a data breach affecting 139 million users. This breach was orchestrated by a hacker group known as Gnostic Players. The hackers access the database through a method called credential stuffing, which involves using automated tools to test stolen username and password combination across multiple websites. They exploited the developer's GitHub account to gain access. Canva detected the breach in progress and stopped the attack before further data could be taken. The breach comprised of information from 139 million user profiles, including usernames, real names, email addresses, and countries, encrypted passwords for users who had logged in with their username and password, which passwords were securely protected with bcrypt, the most secure hash algorithm known, OAuth login tokens for users who had logged in with their Google accounts, which were also encrypted, and encryption keys were securely stored in a separate location. And lastly, partial credit card and payment data, including payment histories. Canva also mentioned that full credit card information was never be stored in their system. It was not possible for the hackers to make a payment with limited credit card information. However, 7 months after the breach, on January 17, 2020, Canva shared that hackers managed to decrypt the passwords of 4 million user accounts. In response to this breach, Canva took immediate and robust measures to protect its users. They communicated transparently by informing users via email, in-app notifications, and general announcements. Users were asked to reset and create stronger passwords. After 4 million passwords were decrypted in January 2020, it automatically reset the passwords of affected users and notified them. All active tokens, including OAuth tokens, were reset. Additionally, Kama collaborated with information security agencies to share details about the attack, assess the risk to users, and coordinate a comprehensive response. Kama's data breach highlights the importance of robust security measures, including multi-factor authentication and secure password practices. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shweta and my topic is Optus. Sintel Optus Private Limited, often known as Optus, it is an Australian company that offers phone and internet services. It is located in Marcus Park, Sydney, and it is fully owned by Singapore's Sintel. Optus is an Australia's largest telecommunication operators, had million customers in 2023. Its mobile network serves 98.5% of Australian population, which aspiration to reach 100% by 2025 through a corporate with SpaceX. However, it was attacked by cyber criminals who gained unauthorized access to personal information of both current and former customers. In the 2022 Optus data breach faced three big problems leads to security issue. First is exposed API endpoints, which is like a door to their system, was open to everyone on the internet. Second is access to sensitive data. The API give access to very private customers informations like what you see when you log into your Optus account. And the third is predictable customers ID. In this, the hackers get customers ID because they were too predictable. Instead of random IDs, they were just like one number higher each time, which made it easier for hacker to get into the system and steal their data. Now, what are the preventive measures taken by the Optus? First is backup regularly. It can help you to recover from data caused by one attack. Second is security update, scan and patches. It gets security update from vendors, so make sure that they are connected to internet and update applied automatically. Third is password and multi-factor authentication. In this case, we use strong password that avoid dictionary words and use a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. And the last is administrative account and access control. In this, you have to change all your default passwords and consider disabling administrative access to prevent an attack from gaining access to your network. Thank you.
Hi, this is Isfahan, and I'm gonna talk about Binance and attack. And let me talk about the attack happened. So, what happened was the preventive measures taken by Binance. So, after all, in so that's all from our side. Thank you so much.